Hey guys, welcome back to my Let's Play series here on Edgewater, Saskatchewan. Today we are going to go ahead and try and wrap up harvest and baling. If the last two episodes are any indication of how this is going to go, solid possibility that this is going to take up the whole video. Although we have taken a fairly sizable chunk out of this field last episode. Got all the headlands done and this fairly large section over here done. Now we just go over and do the complicated bits over around the corner there. Get that little bit done and then hit up here and we'll be done with this entire section, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm actually gonna do this series, because just based on views, it's not performing anywhere remotely near as well as my time-lapse series. But you know, I've got this mic now, and I can't really justify buying it if I don't use it, I guess, is what the word I'm looking for, or the phrase. Yeah, how are you guys doing today? Hopefully everyone's doing well. I would like to think that all of you guys are doing well in your personal and professional lives, or school lives for that matter. I know that there's got to be a couple audience members that are still going to school. Yeah. This map has absolutely gorgeous lighting, I gotta say. I mean, it's not that bright candy-like look that you see on so many other maps. It's kind of a little bit darker and a little more gritty. If you can't tell, I'm kind of running out of things that I want to say. I didn't come up with a script for this one at all, so I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, and I feel bad that, you know, there's only so many things that I can talk about. Like, I honestly feel like I need to go watch a couple Let's Play series by a few other YouTubers and see how they do it, because this is all a learning experience for me. Because with a time lapse, fundamentally you're just sitting there playing the game, but recording in the background, then editing it all together, slapping some music on it, some subtitles, and wham bam, you got a YouTube video. Which, don't get me wrong, it's not a super easy process, but it's definitely more simplistic, I guess, because with this, you know, I've got to talk with you guys and form coherent thoughts, and there I just gotta play, which there's, like, I want to get better at this, because Let's Plays are my preferred style of play, or style of video, I guess. Yeah, it feels like you get to know the content creator a little bit better than the solely time lapses, that they're kind of a little bit more cold, a little bit more distant. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, accidentally killed my cruise control. That's not so good. Yeah, I mean, do you guys have a preference? I asked this last video, but, you know, if I were to continue doing this Let's Play series, is it something that you would continue to watch? I hope so, because I'm trying really hard. I want to be successful at this, and You know, I'm used to working hard to get the things that I want. But sometimes it's a little disheartening when, you know, I've only got 20 some odd views on this video and I've got 60, 80, 100, 160 on a time-lapse video. Oh no. And on this video, I don't know if I want to do any time lapses or not. I might make a stab here of being entertaining for the entire time that, you know, I'm recording this time, and see if I can't perhaps do something with that, and see if that style is more entertaining to you guys. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to spin around here, go grab the grain cart, and drive that over here and unload this combine on the go. Never mind, I'm only at 21%. I don't need to do that quite yet. Yeah, this combine is absolutely phenomenal as far as the quality of the mod goes. Like, I'm gonna try and remember to go to the in-cab view when I hit 50%, because there's actually alert beeps in the cab view to let you know you're at 50% full, 80% full, I think like 98% full. And then obviously I think it beeps it completely full as well. Yeah, absolutely fantastic mod. Very well detailed interior. Everything lights up, all the gauges work. The only thing that is a little weird is there's a whole bunch of warning lights on up there. Like, the combine's absolutely busted. And actually, I guess another question, would you guys want me to play in third-person view more, or would you want me to do in-cab view? Because I'm pretty comfortable doing most things from in-cab view, including harvesting and, you know, basic field work. I mean, if you'd prefer to see that and have more of the real-world feel to it, I'd be more than happy to make it stab at trying to do that more frequently. Yeah, this cab is very tilted. Actually, the whole combine's tilted. I don't remember my combine growing up being this tilted at all. Regardless, I mean, the mod functions fine and it looks good, performs well. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to break to a time lapse here, because I don't know if there's enough back there or not. I think what I may end up doing, I don't know, let's just see how it goes for the next couple minutes, and I'll decide then if I want to actually do the time lapse or not. Because I'd hate to do a time lapse. It's only going to last, you know, 30 seconds for you guys, because it's only going to take me a few minutes to go back there and do it. Yeah, and for the time-lapse sections, just so you guys know, I'll record for, you know, 16, 17 minutes. Slap on a time modifier in editing of, I think this last video was roughly 863%, so 8.63 times faster than normal, and that was able to get me to 2 minutes for the most part, because I want to try and keep the time-lapse sections on a Let's Play fairly short. Otherwise, you know, it's kind of defeating the purpose of doing a Let's Play if it's just non-stop time lapses. I really hope you guys are enjoying this. Not only because I find it more enjoyable, but it's so much easier to edit. All I gotta do is a couple cuts, a couple time lapses, and done. Follow this curve around, bring it back in a little bit harder to split the difference. And let it drift wide again. Follow the curve. Easy squeezy, lemon peasy, or however that's saying. Difficult, difficult, lemon difficult? No. This isn't difficult right now. Life's difficult, but not this. Yeah, there's not enough here for me to do a time lapse. I mean, it'd be literally probably a 15-second time, maybe. It wouldn't even be a minute though. Or I could not speed it up as much, but then there'd be no point doing a time lapse. It would just be so I won't have to talk. That'd be the only reason. I probably will break into a time lapse when I do the baling on this side though, because this is going to be a lot. Like a lot. The sounds on this thing are just so good. You can hear it cutting, which is an unusual trait, I guess. I don't think I've noticed that on any other combines. Normally you can hear it spewing stuff out the back if it's on widespread mode, but normally you can't hear the draper actually cutting the crop. I don't know if you guys have got headphones, but give it a listen. So there's nothing. Stuff's coming out the back, done. There it is. Yeah, that's impressive. I don't know if it's the combine mod or if it's the map and the crop that we're harvesting doing it, or if it's all combines that do it. I guess I wouldn't know because I haven't paid that close of attention, and I use pretty much exclusively mod harvesters because there's so many better options on the mod hub compared to the in-game options. Speaking of combines and equipment, is there a brand that you'd like to see me play with more than John Deere? If there is, let me know down in the comments section. I can see if I can't slowly start to incorporate them into the series. I mean, make sure that they would fit into, you know, a North American style gameplay. We don't have a ton of, you know, Kloss tractors over here. We have Kloss combines, but no tractors really that I've seen a whole lot of We do have some Fendt, especially the 1050, because that's the big dog tractor that Fendt has that we can use for row crop or heavy tillage, at least where I'm from. Got New Holland, John Deere, Case. We could even go backwards in time if you want, and we can start rocking some international stuff. I'm open to suggestions on what we should do. Yeah, the field's all done. Well, kinda. I've got these two little chunkers here. As soon as I wrap this guy up, then we'll be done. I'm glad that I didn't go and get the grain cart. There's no reason to. I mean, all of this field for just 9218 liters. Yeah, this is a low yielding crop, plus the yield itself on the crop is hot garbage. If you look at the map down there, whole lot of dark orange, a little bit of green sprinkled in there, but not hardly any. Let's see. Yeah, save away. I didn't buy. Well, that's expensive. I did not buy the soil samples for the field. Well, that's taken care of now, so when I go to apply some lime here later, we can actually apply it accurately. Spin around. No, don't hit the grain cart. There we go. I hope we can unload all of this in there, because if not, that's going to be really annoying to have to unload this thing twice. I'd rather just do it in one shot. Of course not. Okay, let's go find the semi. Go find the semi, unload this guy, unload the grain cart, dump it all into the silo, and grab the tractor and start baling, I guess. And like I said, I think I am going to do a time lapse for the baling. The brakes on this thing are not the best, I'll give him that. Although I have to imagine it's probably a difficult balance in modding, trying to get, you know, the brake balance just right, because from what I can tell from an outsider, it seems like it's really easy to either get not enough brake force or just entirely too much braking force. Like the TLX 3500, that thing's braking force is just, it's too much. You let off and the thing slams to a stop, which I don't know that I've ever driven a vehicle in my life that does that. And this is a filthy combine, holy crap. We'll have to get a hose or something and wash those off. Alright, and away we go. Let's get to baling. I will see you guys in just a little bit. And I'm back. So, I'm not going to bother baling up the rest of this field. It's yielding so poorly that I'm probably going to spend more in diesel than what I get from the bales. So, I'm going to just leave the rest of that on the field, and then we can get a trailer and bale it all, or gather all the bales, and then that'll be this episode wrapped up, I believe. I'm probably going to do some organizing and straightening up off screen, but that'd be the only thing that I do off screen, is organize the yard a little bit, maybe wash a couple pieces of equipment, and then call it good. But I'm gonna unload this, hop in the semi, dump it all in the silo, and I guess while it's doing that, I'm gonna use auto load. I don't have time to manually load all of this. Not that I can't, it's just I really don't feel like it. Yeah. That looks nice. Okay. Heavy load here. Old girl's struggling a little bit. Gotta swing real wide because I parked this tractor kind of like an idiot. Alright. Yeah, this trailer, if you notice the capacity on it, it's the Wilson Pacesetter by 82 Studios that has a upgraded capacity up to, I believe it's like 77,000 total. And while that guy's unloading, I'm gonna go ahead and buzz on up to the store, grab our trailer, and start gathering things up. So, fun fact, in real life, these trucks had the 6.4 power stroke, and they were plagued with issues. However, they were the easiest to tune up to massive power, at least so far. The 6.7 showing that it can handle a lot of power too, but the 6.4, it didn't have a great lifespan on it, but you could absolutely crank the power sky high on these things, and they sounded really good too. Not quite as good as a 6.2 Cummins, but still pretty darn good. Yeah, and let me know if you guys want me to try and tackle any contract work on this map. I don't think I want to, but if you guys would want me to do it for a little more variety, I certainly can. See, that's one thing I wish was different about this game. Like in real life, that tiny little compact car, yes, it would have smashed into the side of my truck, but I wish the AI cars in this game weren't just immovable objects that are bricks driving down the road no matter what size. Alright. Scoot on back down to the farm and gather us up some bales. If you guys do use this truck, just be warned, you probably saw, without a load on it, its braking is atrocious. Which kind of makes me think that there's probably an issue with, I don't know if a friction modifier is a thing in this game. I'm not into the modding scene yet. It seems like that may be off, because the second it has weight causing there to be a little bit more pressure on the ground. Like, look how well it slows down now with just an empty trailer on it. So just be aware that if you use it, you're probably going to have some troubles braking if you drive around empty. But otherwise, this is hands down my absolute favorite truck in the game, because you can make it look like a 2008, 2010, or 2020, I believe. The new body style of the F350 is what I'm looking for. Alright, into the field we go. Operating position, and yeah. Yeah, I like using these because loading bales in this game is significantly harder than it is in real life, because the bales, the game says they have weight so that you can't pick them up, but they behave as though they have no weight or friction to them at all, which is frustrating. Like if you bump one, it slides a mile, which in real life it takes a little bit more than a little tiny bump to move a bale. You got to put a little something into it, but I'm not saying you gotta smack it with a tractor and floor it on to slide a bale on a trailer, but it's a little more than what this game implies it would be. Also, I love this trailer. It works really well for what it is. Although it's looking an awful lot like I'm not going to be able to fit both halves of this field onto one trailer. I might be able to, but what have I got? 6, 8? No, I'm not going to be able to. There's more than 8 bales over there. Darn it. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely more than 8 bales. There's 8 bales right here. Which, I mean, I guess is a good thing. That's more money. More money, more problems. Although, to be fair, I mean, in my experience, no money, no problems. That adds up to a whole lot of issues and annoyance. Alright. I'm just going to take these down to the bale sell point, because I know it'll take all of them down there. Rather than the spinnery, anyhow. Sorry about that if you heard that. That's my cat singing the song of its people behind me. He can be very vocal sometimes. Likes to sit at the landing on our staircase and scream down the stairs. And he's doing it again. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna mute myself until he stops. I think it may be safe now. At least I hope so, because he can be very rambunctious when he wants to be. Yeah, we've got... Oh god! Oh god, I'm dead. Definitely dead. There we go, pop the back end up a little bit. Put a little more weight on the front tires, I hope. It seems a little better. Yeah, this truck, the idle sound is phenomenal, but the driving sound could be a little better because it doesn't really sound like a... Well, anything. It doesn't sound like a gas or diesel truck. Alright, let's swing this back around the corner here. If you guys haven't played the map, this is where the bale sell point is on this map. It would appear that I have missed the mark here a little bit. Or this trailer's just too high. Which I suppose, let's see if that is indeed the case. Swing over and... What in the world? Why is this not selling? Oh, there was an update, wasn't there? I guess I didn't realize there was an update, so if that's the case... Interesting. Okay, I mean that makes life easier to be sure. $26,000 for those bales, not bad, not bad. Alright, well, disregard what I said before. You do not need to go around the back side of the building to sell the bales, because they've rotated the building 180 degrees. Which I guess, I mean, it makes life a lot easier, especially when you got a long trailer like this, not having to back it around the back. Which, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to turn those back off because I hate looking at that. I think, how long have I been recording? I think we may just end it here. I'll get back to the farm and load up those bales and sell them off camera, because you don't need to watch me just repeat the same trip that I just made. But I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, or if you enjoy my content, it would help out a lot if you would leave a like, throw a comment down in the comment section down below, and if you really enjoyed my content, a subscription helps immensely. Thank you guys very much for watching. Take care.